From the problem description, you have to write the given values. Those are the M equals to 75 kg and S is the 10 Newton per mm. So that is converted into meters. That is the 10 into 10 cube Newton per meters. And the X1 value is the 38.4 mm. That means 0.0384 meters. And the X3 for complete two oscillations. So X3 value is the 6.4, diminishes to 6.4. That means 0.0064. Since stiffness of each spring, so that is the 10 into 10 cube, and there are three springs are there in our system. The three springs are there in our system. So first we have to find the total stiffness value. So that is the total stiffness S equals to 3 into 10 into 10 cube. So that means 30 into 10 cube Newton per meter. So that is the total stiffness of the springs. Now going to find the circular frequency of motion. So that is the omega suffix n equals to circular frequency. Circular frequency of the motion. So that is the omega suffix n equals to square root of S by m. So S is the 30 into 10 cube and m is the 75. Just make the calculation and the value is 20 radian per seconds. Value is 20 radian per second. Now going to find that okay, our unknowns. Those are the resistance of the dashpot at unit velocity. So here let us represent with the our resistance of the dashpot, that is the C. C equals to resistance of dashpot in at unit velocity. Amplitude after one complete oscillation in meter, that is the x2, and amplitude after two complete oscillations in meters is the x3. Now going to write the our amplitude ratio factor. So that is the x1 by x2 equals to x2 by x3. x1 by x2 equals to x2 by x3. Amplitude reduction factor. Sorry, amplitude reduction ratio. Ratio of the amplitude reduction factor. So x1 by x2 square equals to x1 by x3. x1 by how we write the our x1 by x2 whole square equals to x1 by x3. Just they are representing here at the right side. That x1 by x3 equals to x1 by x2 multiplied with the x2 by x3. So this may also written as x1 by x2 into again x2 by x3 is also represented with the x1 by x2. So these are the squares. Yeah, these two are similar. So that's why when we are multiplying with the similar terms, then squaring is squaring has to arrive. So in this, x1 by x2 whole square equals to x1 by x3. So in this, x1 by x2 equals to x1 by x3 into whole power 1 by 2. So x1 is known and x3 is known. x1 is the 0.0384 and x3 is the 0.0064. So just make the calculation and find the value. So that value has to arrive here 2.45. 2.45. Now going to find the our logarithmic decrement. Log of x1 by x2 equals to a into 2 pi by square root of omega n square minus a square. A into 2 pi by square root of omega n square minus a square. In this, log of x1 by x2 product of x1 by x2 value is the 2.45 equals to a into 2 pi by square root of omega n is already calculated. So that is the 20 square minus a square. In this, So from this equation, log of 2.45 equals to a into 2 pi by square root of 20 square minus a square. So a into uh, okay, from this equation we have to find the our a value. So that a value is 2.8. A value is the 2.8. So when we know the a value, then a value, okay, what is the representation of a? That is known. So that is the a equals to c by 2m. A equals to c by 2m. So therefore c equals to a into 2m. C equals to a into 2m. A is the our 2.8 and m is the 75. Just substituted the values in our equation. So then simply to get the c, so that is the our 420 newton per meter per second. 420 newton per meter per second. So that is the our damping force. Okay. So our resistance. Now going to find the second determining value. So that is the ratio of frequency of the damped vibration to the frequency of undamped vibration. Okay. So that ratios, okay, they have to calculate the ratios of the damped vibration and undamped vibration. So in this, Fn1 is the damped vibration. When we take the our damped vibration frequency, so that is the Fn1 equals to omega suffix d by 2 pi, omega suffix d by 2 pi, and Fn2 equals to uh, omega suffix n by 2 pi, omega suffix n by 2 pi for undamped vibration. Fn1 is the omega suffix d by 2 pi and Fn2 is the omega suffix n by 2 pi. So this ratio, so they have to calculated the ratio of the Fn1 by Fn2. So that is the omega suffix d by 2 pi into 2 pi by omega suffix n. 2 pi cancelling here, the remaining terms are omega suffix d by omega suffix n. What is the representation of omega suffix d? That is the square root of omega n square minus a square by omega n. So omega n is the 20 square and a is the 2.8 square by 20. So just make the calculation and the value has to arrive 0.99. That is the 0.99. Okay. Or the ratio is 99 percentage. Okay, ratio is the 99. So that is now going to find the third determining value. So that is the periodic time of damped vibration. Periodic time of damped vibration. So what is the formula for periodic time? So Tp equals to, okay, for damped vibration, this damped vibration, Tp equals to 2 pi by omega suffix d. 2 pi by omega suffix d. So in this 2 pi by omega suffix d means square root of omega n square minus a square. So just substituted the known values in our equation. So then finally to get that, that is the 0.32 seconds. 0.32 seconds.